Welcome back to Brit's Book Corner. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I have quite a few books that I've purchased recently that I want to show you guys, and so let's just get started. I bought books from 3 different places. I bought books from Amazon, Walmart, and Goodwill, and I just want to show them to you in no particular order. So I'm going to start with Walmart. And Walmart, I bought Katherine Anderson's Huckleberry Lake, and I bought this one because upon reading the back of the book, I really liked that the hero of this book, the main male character, is deaf. So I really wanted to read this to see kind of how that dynamic goes and see how well that deaf hero kind of plays out. On to Goodwill. Goodwill in my area, at least, has a thing where you can buy 4 books for 99 cents or pay like $1.99 each book. So I did that. I got way more books than I anticipated. But the first book I want to show you is Jane Castle's Orchid. I got this because it reminded me of a paranormal romance type thing. So I got it because I wanted to expand my paranormal collection. Next, I want to show you another like romantic suspense, and it's Kat Martin's Against the Tide. This, I actually read the back of the book on at Goodwill, and I really liked how the story was described, so I can't wait to read this romantic suspense. Sifting through these Goodwill books, I found another one I bought at Walmart, and this is Rayanne Thane's The Cliff House, and I bought this solely on the cover. I bought this because the cover reminded me of a Nora Roberts book, and I love Nora Roberts books. Everybody knows that. And so upon reading the back of the book, you know, it's 2 sisters, you know, basically come together in this house to find their destinies after their aunt dies. So I am super excited to read this book. Oldie author that I've loved is Diana Palmer, Paper Rose. This is one that a friend of mine recommended to me a while back, and I just never really remembered the book until I seen it at Goodwill, and it was sitting right there on the shelf, and I love Diana Palmer books, so Paper Rose is now on my to-read list. Book I bought without reading the back of the book, and I still have not done it. I solely bought it because it reminded me of my grandmother. Joe Goodwin, Velvet Nights. This is the type of book that my grandmother used to read all the time. She used to buy the books that had this little like holographic square right here, and I loved reading these books with her. She'd tell me her favorite ones to read, and I'd read them, and I'd tell her which ones of hers that I've read that she didn't that I liked. We were always bouncing books back and forth, and so seeing this cover just laying there on the shelf, I was like, I have to buy it because I miss my grandmother. She passed back in November of 2018 or 19. Is one that I bought because just the cover and the title reminded me of a romantic comedy, and it's by Janet Ivanovich, Wife for Hire. And I have found a new love for romantic comedies, and I just wanted to add one to my list and see how much I liked it, so Wife for Hire is on my list. In previous videos and on posts on my Bookstagram account, I love cowboy romances, and Montana Red by Janelle Dellin kind of reminded me of that. You know, the whole like cowboy on the cover, you know, so I just fell in love with this. I bought it solely for the cover and the fact that to me, the cover read as a cowboy romance, and so I can't wait to read this book. I love cowboy romances, and I just love it, and this book stood out to me. It's Catherine Woodward's Pearls on the River, and I love historical romance books, and this, I love books about shipping and just all of that stuff in the past, from the past, and so this book stuck out to me because of the cover and the title and just all of that, and I'm so ready to read this book. I can't wait to read it and put it on my Bookstagram for you. This book is Salem Falls by Jodi Picoult. I will always buy Jodi Picoult books from Goodwill when I see them because I love her books. I've only read 2 of them, and those 2 being My Sister's Keeper and The Pact. Those are my 2 favorite books from her. And Salem Falls has been one that has been recommended to me quite often, so I cannot wait to read Salem Falls. Next up is Amazon. The first 3 books I'm going to show you are books that I've read and posted about on my Bookstagram already, which will be linked in the description below. First is Marrying My Billionaire Boss by Nadia Lee. I'm not going to give too much away about this book because I want you to read my review and I want you to give the book a fair chance, so here it is. Next book I'm going to show you is Dear Ava. This is more like a high school set book. It was recommended to me through Facebook generated ads, and I fell in love with the excerpt, and so I had to go out and I had to buy the book. I'm going to let you make your own decisions and read my review on this, but Dear Ava is Enemies. I am not going to try to butcher her name. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, so I'm not going to say it, but it's Enemies. This book was one that I've had my eye on for a while now. I follow the author on Instagram, and she kept promoting this book, and it kept catching my eye, and every time I went to go buy books, I could never remember what the name of the book was. And I was just on Amazon scrolling through looking for birthday presents, and Enemies popped up, and I was like, that's the book! And so because it was right there on my Amazon account, I just hit add to cart and I bought it. And I want you to read my review on this, and you guys buy this book too. Is I Hate You by Ilsa Madden Mills, and this is one I've had my eye on for a while. It's been in my Save for Later folder on Amazon, and I was just like, I'm buying books that I want to read, so let's just buy this one. So I Hate You just sounded so good. Next up is Fall by Kristen Callahan, and let me tell you, this book is a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be, but not a problem. When I read the excerpt on Amazon for this, and I seen it on my Facebook page, I had to buy it because just the idea behind what this is, I had to buy it. It like called to me, and as I was already buying books, I just added it to my cart, but I cannot wait to read this book. It sounds so good. For this book haul is The Other Brother by Megan Quinn. Now, this book sounded so good because I love Megan Quinn books. This book sounded so good, you know, character being in love with one brother, ending up with another one, and just a whole bunch of stuff happens. And so I can't wait to read this book because I just like the drama that happens in Megan Quinn's books. And so The Other Brother just is on my list. It for this book haul. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you've read any of these books or what your thoughts are on them. And don't forget to click on the link in the description to go to my Bookstagram account and see my reviews on any of the books I've read recently. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.